Hello. Today we'll be learning how to do a mail merge using LibreOffice. LibreOffice is a great free tool, and we'll be using it to send an email from the Cheesecake Factorium to a bunch of our customers. So here we can see we've got a bunch of lovely neighbors who are all about to attend the cranial dysfunction event at Tahiti. It's on the 27th of Mordred on the 47th moratorium. So here we can see we've got a filled out data sheet. This has probably been collected in the past, and we're going to turn it into a database with LibreOffice base. We're going to connect to an existing database in the database wizard, and we're going to select spreadsheet. We're simply going to browse and to open our file. There we go, and we've named it M2S1 Technical Databank and stored it in our downloads folder. So we just select that, open it, and click finish, and save our database somewhere where we can find it. Name it something eye-catching so we know where it is. And here we have our database, and our sheet is saved as sheet number 1. Here we can see all the data that we inputted is saved right here where we need it. Now, what we're going to do with this is we're going to use this data and put it into our letter. So you're going to use LibreOffice Writer, and using Control-Shift F4, you're going to go to open your database, select your tables, and here's the data you have. Now what you want to do is substitute your blank spaces, in this case the names and addresses of our recipients, and you simply click the header of each column and drag it down into the space. So we're going to do this for all our files and for all our prefixes. Here we got our prefixes, our first names, our last names, even the event name and address. So if you're inviting people to different events or maybe the same event at different times, very useful to do this. So we'll just fill this out. And you gotta remember to, as you can see, I'm very mature with that contact number. So I think we look forward to your presence on the event is a bit bland. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the document just to make sure we don't lose any progress, and I'm going to write out a new file that includes more of our data sets. Here we have our prefix and last name being inputted into the event column for the "we look forward to see you" message. So there we go. It's all filled out. And we're going to select the print function. So we have multiple data fields, and it's asking us to print a form letter. That's exactly what we want. We're going to output as a file and save them as individual documents, so you could possibly have a secretary or another program email this to all the people where it needs to go. I'm going to save this as a PDF and click save, and if your computer is not that great, it might have a little stroke. So just wait a moment, open your document finder, and here we are at our Cheesecake Factory mailing list. So because our first option was null, there's nothing in this entry, it was a blank space. That's fine, because the other entries will have the names that we're looking for. Here we can see that Ans has been successfully invited to the cranial dysfunction. And this will have applied to all our documents. So we're going to open a bunch of random ones now. So here we see Pistolic G. Rute was invited successfully, and we can even match him to our data sheet. We can see right where he is, which is wonderful. And now all you have to do is input these files either to your secretary or to your mailing program. Unfortunately, we don't have internet right now, so we can't do that. And you'll be good to go. So that is how to do a mail merge using LibreOffice. I hope you guys learned a lot today. See you next time.